Welcome to the Been There Doing That podcast. I'm Robert Scrivener.
And I'm Gayla Scrivener.
We left the 9-to-5 grind, downsized, and our goal is to have freedom to live and to work from just about anywhere. Bring to my microphone, okay?
Okay, let's not bleed over. We're recording now.
Oh, well, good.
We are on the road again.
Again, live from the road, on the road.
You're driving.
I'm driving again.
You can't hear me very well because you don't have headphones.
That's right.
And you're telling me not to bleed over into your microphone.
I'll sit over here.
Okay, I'll
Stay
try
on
to.
your own side.
I will try that. And I will try to enunciate so that you can hear me.
Project.
All right. Well, I think that this year, for our podcast, we're going to be recording while driving down the road. That's our goal.
That seems like the only time we can do it.
Yes. And then it takes us a week or more to get it out onto the website.
Seems like the only time we can do it.
Yeah, going down the road. You can't edit while we're going down the road.
I did too.
What?
On the way back from Colorado. Yes, folks, we went to Colorado.
That is right. Since our last show, we have been to the Denver area and back. And why did we go, Robert?
Well, we was in the dog delivery business.
We were. We had this sweet little, I call him Snickerdoodle.
He's a poodle doodle.
Poodle doodle. Poodle doodles. Yes.
Golden doodle, I think he is.
As a golden doodle. Or a labradoodle. One of the two.
One of the two. He's a party doodle.
That's kind of funny. But he's a cutie. We hightailed it out to Colorado one weekend. We had a little long weekend. Went to Aurora, see our daughter and son-in-law, and delivered them their little puppy.
Yeah, I didn't want to give it up.
Oh, he's so cute. They named him Moose.
Moose P. Snickerdoodle.
That's what you named him.
That's what I named him.
He does pee, and he does doodle.
Yeah.
So, he's a cutie, and so well behaved.
Yeah.
Come from good
No messes
parents.
in the car on the way there.
No, he's good. And she sends back pictures because he's our grand dog.
Yeah.
And I thought she had an ingenious idea.
What was that?
She sent back a picture of little Moose in the bathtub. And there was something on the back of the tub, and he was licking it. Turns out it was peanut butter. She
kept him still, didn't it?
She smeared peanut butter on the back of the tub, and he just kept licking at it so she could bathe him. What an ingenious idea. I think that is so smart.
She got that from me, probably.
What, do you put peanut butter on the back of the tub so that you
still so I can take a shower.
Oh, man. I did not know that of you, so good thing.
It's out there now.
And then it's in the tub, so it's easy to clean up.
Wash it up.
And when we were in Colorado, we went over to Golden. We were staying in Aurora, and we went over to Golden. And it's been a long time since we've been there.
2012.
We lived there for
3 months.
3 months.
Back
We lived in
2012.
Colorado. Yeah. And I really like that little community.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes to be downtown Denver, 30 minutes to be up in the mountains.
Yes.
Way high in the mountains.
Way high. And we avoided the interstate. We went into the heart of Denver.
The plight of the city.
The plight of the city, yes. And when we were in Golden, we went up to Lookout Mountain.
There you go.
I was about to say Signal Mountain.
No, because Signal Mountain's in Tennessee.
Yes, but we went up to Lookout Mountain and tootle around there, because what's there?
Buffalo Bill's grave.
And
Gravesite.
I believe we were there either on the anniversary of his
We was a day late.
death or birth.
Day late, I believe, on the death.
Okay.
I'd have to look at the pictures.
Yes. And then we tootled around downtown Golden, ate at a fantastic little Mexican restaurant.
We ate there back in 2012.
And
it was good. It was tasty.
And then, but it wasn't.
Felt satiated.
Now you've got college grade words.
Yeah, I'm throwing them $5 words out there.
There you go. And then there was this nice quilting store I liked that we had to go into, and a couple of antique stores.
Yeah.
So nice.
Made a day of it.
Yeah, we tootled around so that we could give our kids space because they live in a small.
Be, crowding them.
No, we don't want to crowd them, and let them do their thing and have them parent their little new dog. But speaking of parenting,
yeah,
we'll be going out to Colorado more often.
And that is because...
Well, we're going to be grandparents.
Sounds like you're excited.
I am excited.
I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm not ready for it, but I'm excited.
I think that it's going to be fun. We can spoil that little grandbaby.
Yep.
And just, I think in a couple of weeks, so the next show that we record, we will know the gender.
That's exciting news right there.
She sent a sonogram picture, and there's only one in there. I hate to disappoint you.
No twin boys?
No. And so she's healthy.
Darn.
Going through the morning sickness thing.
Just hoping for twin boys.
I know you are. I think she's hoping for
just one.
One at a time, and we'll see. We'll see if it's a boy or girl. I'm excited. So I think that I'd like to go out there in May, have a work weekend out there, leave on
trip.
I don't know, a Sunday, do our regular work week, but go to the library and just
come
hang
back
out
on
there.
Thursday-ish.
Yeah, because you have so many weekend things to take care of.
Yeah.
The music schedule has begun. Last night was practice. Tomorrow night is
another different band practice.
Yes.
A different band.
And the calendar is full.
It's filling up.
And the calendar is also filling up with some other exciting things.
What's that?
Because this year you are focusing on leatherwork.
Yeah, I guess
I guess that. For you it's not work.
No.
But it is.
Never went to work a day in my life. Some people believe it too.
But you earn a great living.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's priceless right there.
It makes my life a lot easier when you're happy. When you're grumpy, it's not so fun.
No.
So, a couple of other trips that we have done since our last recording was we went after Colorado. We hightailed it up to Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Yep.
And we have an employee with Scrivener Solutions that lives up in that area, and we haven't really seen her face-to-face. I've only seen her face-to-face once, and that was for a 20-minute lunch. Since then, she's had a new little baby, and he's 2 now, or pretty close to it, and she has 2 beautiful young ladies that she's raising, and we decided that we wanted to visit, or, she invited us to her home last February or January, one of those 2, and we couldn't make it because snow. Well, this year we wanted to get up to Council Bluffs, Iowa, because it was really close to a Nebraska event that we wanted to go to, and she gracious.
What's 300 miles?
Exactly. And she was gracious to say, "Why don't you just stay at my place?" And that was very generous of her and brave, I think.
Oh, yeah. Inviting this motley crew.
And what happened? The weather forecast. What was in the weather forecast?
Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon. Where do you come up with these things?
I just hang around some people and play in bands, and that's what they come up with.
Well,
you know who you are.
Speaking of Snowmageddon, that's what the weather forecasters do. It's like the end of the world.
Better get your groceries now because the snow is coming.
Yes. So instead of traveling up there on the Friday that we had planned, when the snow was coming, she let us come a day early when the weather was clear, and we had a snow day at her house.
Yeah. I got to play outside in the snow.
Her oldest wasn't going to have school, and we were just,
In
snowed
snow
in.
heaven.
Yes. And I was afraid that her kids would be a little bit afraid of you. Because their
What's
dad,
to be afraid of? Look at me.
I know, but their dad is clean shaven and doesn't have the Grizzly Adams look as you do.
Well, kids either love it or hate it.
Poor things. I mean,
Or stare at it a lot.
the ages of these kids, first grade, preschool, and then almost two.
Almost two.
And they warmed up to you, and they know me because they think I work their mama so hard. Does Kayla making you work again?
Yeah.
It was fun. Except I think you scared them with the coonskin cap.
Yeah, that might have scarred them for life, but they'll get over it.
Yes. They'll learn different ways of the world.
Yeah.
And you frustrated the heck out of them. I think you're going to be a good grandpa.
Well, we'll see about that when it gets here.
Because
If it involves spoiling them and frustrating them, yeah, I'll be good.
teasing them, yeah. Pull my finger.
Yeah, pull my finger.
Yeah.
Where'd that sound come from?
Oh
Is
my.
that you? Gayla.
Robert, don't do that. I'm gonna be a fun grandma. I want to be the fun grandma.
Okay, because I can't be the fun grandma.
No. You can put your hair up in a bun, but I don't allow that.
No, you don't allow that.
I don't
That's
allow
signs
man
for
bu-
divorce.
Man buns and capris.
I'm out.
That is our code. If Robert is done being married to me, we don't have to fight. We don't have to do
Just
anything.
come home wearing a man bun and capris,
And
especially pastel ones.
then all he has to do is present those papers. I know.
Mhm.
All right.
It's over.
It's over. Move on, and we don't have to have any drama.
That's it. Sayonara.
I don't see that happening
No.
anytime soon. And then we had a wonderful time with Brandy and her kids. And then on that Saturday of that weekend, we hightailed it to
Kearney, Nebraska.
what was there?
Well, it was the 40th annual Kearney, Nebraska Muzzleloaders Convention.
You wanted to check that out to see if you wanted to show at it next year.
Being that it was the 40th annual, you'd think it'd be well established.
Yeah, is it?
By golly, they didn't disappoint.
It's different than a rendezvous.
Not a rendezvous.
It was at the Ramada.
Ramadan. It's at the Ramadan.
Okay, we need to preface that story.
Go for it.
We just arrived at the Ramada Inn in Kearney, and getting our stuff together. And there was this lady that was walking kind of on the sidewalk in front of us, talking on her cell phone, trying to get a ride. And she was kind of animated and said, "I'm at the Ramada."
Describing where she is. I'm at the Ramadan. You know where the Ramadan is?
And we got a chuckle, and so
did.
now, forever,
It's not the Ramada.
it's not the Ramada
It's
Inn.
the Ramadan.
But-
Anyway,
Going into the show, what did you think about the show?
I liked it. I'd definitely try to set up there next year.
I liked that some of the rooms were right next to their
Vending table.
vending table,
Just
and
take your vending table to the room and set up right out in front of it.
there was some really cool stuff. We met up with Too Tall.
Too tall.
Yeah,
He's not tall.
He's
too
got a
tall.
hat. He's got a
for
hat named
Yeah.
after him. But he was gracious enough. I mean, you visited with him most of the day.
Yeah, I met him back in Concordia last year. No, the year before.
Has it been that long?
I don't know. I've slept a lot since then.
And he let you put a few bags on his table.
Yeah,
That was
he's
so
fine.
nice of him.
Put a few bags out there and sell them, make it look fuller. So I did.
And
And I sold one.
isn't that cool?
That is cool. That's my, let's see, that was the third bag I ever made.
That's the one with the white and red beads.
Red and white beads, yep.
Or white and red.
No, it's red and white.
Did you start with a
I'm
red
going
bead?
with alphabetical order.
All right.
So it went to a fella 60 miles north of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Isn't that where I got some weaving cards?
Yes, right next door to where I was there.
Mm-hmm. I'm learning how to card weave.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. And what else did you get? You got a flint, didn't you?
Flint and steel from Scab Leatherworks and Forge. And I got a wolf-eared style hunter's hood from Matt Bergen out in Fort Collins area.
That was just a good time.
Yeah.
Visiting with a lot of neat folks. And then who else did you meet? You met.
Oh, Hats by Grizz. Little Grizz was there, the guy that made my hat.
And his wife, Joy, is very nice.
Oh, yeah. And had a pose for a picture, so.
You did?
I did, graciously. And that's my new career as a model, you know.
Sorry. I just kind of chuckled a little bit.
I noticed you didn't know that, but I was professional there for a couple seconds.
All right. Well, good deal.
Yeah.
I had to chuckle.
Go for it. Let it all hang out.
But that was our good time. You know, this year we're not overlanding as much. It's more about the destination instead of the journey this year.
Yeah.
Because
by golly, we're getting there.
Yep. And then, gosh, it was just the following week on a whim.
No, 2 weeks after.
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was a weekend off, but we
We
stayed
just
around
worked.
and stayed close.
We went to Manhattan, Kansas.
On a whim.
It wasn't even on the calendar,
Nope,
Robert.
that was found out that like 2 days before the weekend, hey, there's a 35th annual Muzzleloaders convention.
And
Manhattan. That ain't far. It's only 4.5 hours from where we were at the time.
So we made a day trip. It was a long day trip.
Yeah, it's a long day trip.
And because that was 8 hours driving.
No, that's 9 if you do the math. Minimum. Took us 5 to get there because we stopped.
Okay, I don't do
10-hour
travel math very well.
Just driving.
And then we stayed a long time. And this was another show that was in a hotel.
Yeah, it was not at the Ramadan. It was at the Sheridan by 4 Points or 4 Points by Sheridan.
I think I have kin that lives in Manhattan, Kansas.
Who?
Kin. K-I-N. I have kin.
Oh, Ken. K-I-N.
Yes.
K-I-N. You should
Yes.
say it like that. I got Ken.
Okay.
I thought you meant like Ken as in Ken and Barbie, but
No. K-I-N.
I got Ken.
But I haven't seen him since I was a kid.
Relatives.
Yes. I will try to enunciate.
There you go.
In a hick-type manner. But I don't know them very well. So we opted to go to the Muzzleloaders show. And did you like that show?
I did. It was a smaller one.
Saw some of the same people.
Some of the same people was there from Kearney. It was, not too far from Kearney, actually.
Oh, you got a pattern there. For
capote pattern.
What's a capote?
It's a blanket style
coat. Okay. Not
Good.
everybody knows.
Not everybody knows what a capote or capote. Some people call it a capote.
Watch your language.
Depends on which side of Mississippi you're on, I guess.
Well,
or Kansas.
The same guy that had that pattern was at the previous show, and you had forgotten to get it.
I should have got that, and I did.
You did. What else did you get? Did you buy anything?
I did.
Flint?
I bought an oval flint striker.
Good.
Or steel striker from a guy in Buhler, Kansas, Dave Schroeder.
That's neat. What else is in Buhler, Kansas?
Goat Treads, I believe, is in Buhler, Kansas.
They've been there since 1970.
70-something or other, yeah. They've been there 35 years, 85, since 1985.
Have we met them?
We have. Overland Expo.
See?
You never know what you're going to run into.
Wow.
In Kansas.
Yep. We had a great day. We talked a long time with Grizz and Joy, and Too Tall was there, but he was not in his traditional dress.
He was there looking around.
He was looking around, didn't have a table there. And what was exciting?
Did some trading for
hats?
For hats. So I traded 2 bags for 2 hats from Will Grizz.
And that was a good trade.
That's a good trade.
And you sold 3 bags, so you got rid of 5. You better
get
to
5
work.
Bags. Well, just going to a show on a whim not even really setting up a table. That's just got rid of 5 bags. Yeah, that's.
Now you're a little bit behind
I'm
because you're
behind
trying
schedule.
you're trying to get your inventory up,
For an upcoming one, yeah.
and that upcoming one is in March.
March.
I thought it was in April.
Oh, well, that's a big one, yeah.
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 You've been busy since coming back. Just like a sweatshop.
Yeah.
But then you post them online and people are interested, so you might be shipping some.
Could be. Never know.
So you might be a little bit stressed.
Yeah, fingers are working.
Might be worth just sharing a table with somebody if
Yeah.
you don't have it.
I ain't got enough to fill up the table, but
Oh, well. It'll be a good experience. Just fun. Fun.
yeah.
And so has been our traveling. And then last night, traveling to Lake of the Ozarks for your first practice in a band
Different band.
that's a style that you really aren't as up on.
Accustomed to.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. We'll kind of reveal some of those
it's a
things.
challenge is what it is. And
Yeah.
well, you just don't back down from challenges.
No.
I'll take that challenge and I'll raise you. I don't know what I'll raise you, but I'll raise you something.
All right. Well, right now we're on our way to the RV. We're going to do some cleaning out of that.
Northbound and down.
And taking some things out of the RV and getting it prepped to sell. We're doing that a little bit at a time because we've got a full work week next week.
Yeah.
So let's do a little bit this weekend.
Got to get at least another bag done.
Or two.
Or two. Oh, yeah.
You've got some podcasts to edit
Yeah,
and
still got to work for you.
assemble. You don't work for me. We work together.
Yeah,
in
that's what I meant
tandem.
to say, honey.
I just tell you what to do.
You're not ignoring me. You're just telling me what to do.
No, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just working.
That's it.
We have our talents. We divide and conquer. We can just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I can get another podcast show or two to produce, that might not be a bad thing for the day job.
Yeah.
And
My day job's running into my night job.
then
Or the night job's running into the day job. One of
and
them.
then you have the sewing job. Where do you do that? Night
That
and
too.
day.
Night and day.
Well, it's fun. But the only thing that has happened that I'm kind of disappointed, I have mixed feelings
You're
about.
disappointed.
Well, I have mixed feelings about.
Just let it all hang out. Know that the public's listening here.
I
though.
know.
This is a G-rated show for Gala.
I'm disappointed because we had to reach out to our friends Okie Nomads
Uh-huh.
because they are the volunteer coordinators for Overland Expo, and Overland Expo has added a new event. It's Overland Expo Mountain, and that is at the end of August, 1st of September type thing. And it's only, 40 miles north of our daughter?
Mm-hmm.
And we signed up to be volunteers for that event. And we're pretty excited about that. Spend some time with our daughter and son-in-law and then just go up there and then maybe go up into Wyoming and make a 3-week overland trip.
As a plan.
So that sounds exciting, but we are faced with the delivery of our grandbaby at the very same weekend.
Yeah, she went and got pregnant, didn't she?
Well, and I'm excited about that. So I'm not exactly disappointed in this whole thing, but we did contact our friends that
Because we put in our
application. We put it in
that she was pregnant.
Yes. And we knew that we wanted to go to one Overland Expo this year, and we thought Mountain would be great. Great timing, great location. But this week, I contacted Zach with Okie Nomads and said, I need to withdraw our application because I did not want to, because babies can come early. They can come late. And
but
we're
it
not
was
going to.
predicted for the exact same weekend.
Yes. So I don't want to overstay our welcome when the baby comes because there's going to be a lot of other visitors that's going to come Megan's way, and we just don't want to overwhelm her with a new baby and all this. So we will be there when we're needed.
We're going to be the dog watcher.
Yes, while she's in
Remember
delivery.
that Moose Pea Snickerdoodle we talked
Yes.
about?
And we are getting there whenever that baby's going to be delivered. And I just would have hated to bail on a commitment that, they would depend on us. And that the delivery of our grandbaby kind of comes first before a volunteer type thing. So we went ahead and withdrew.
The first grandbaby only comes one time.
Exactly.
After that, it'd be the second.
I'm not sure if they're going to have more than one. They're both only children, and
they're going to spoil the one? We'll have one perfect one?
I think so.
Good. That's the way it should be. Look at me.
Look at you.
Oh, wait a minute.
You were raised as an only child, but you have 4 or 3 other siblings.
Get it right.
3 other siblings and 2 half siblings, but you knew about them. So try to figure that one out.
Mm-hmm.
Raised as an only child, but have 4 siblings or 3 siblings. There are 4 of you.
3 biological and 2 halves.
Yes.
Which half?
I don't know. The top half, the bottom half.
Yeah.
Which half? But so this is our first year in I don't remember how many years that we're not going to an Overland Expo. And our Jeep is not going to get as much run this year.
Yeah.
We haven't decided on the structure of our Colorado baby delivering type of, event. And we've got to coordinate on who's going to take care of the dogs. Our little 3 little wiener dogs. Our 3 wiener dogs, because living situations are a little different. Our traditional dog sitters, their living situation's a little different. So we'll just kind of have to see. Thank goodness it's in August.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Well, we're getting close to our destination, so I think we'll just wrap this up.
Where can they find us, Gayla?
Well, they can always find us. Everything is on BeenThereDoingThat.com.
What if they want to email us?
Well, that's at podcast@BeenThereDoingThat.com.
How about the Facebook?
I have to think about that. Been there doing that.
Instagram?
That's your Instagram, and it's labeled Been There Doing That.
YouTube.
Been there doing that.
I see a theme here.
I know. And I'm going to do some updates on our Been There Doing That website, and there'll be links to your and my websites, which are pretty simple. Mine is GaylaScrivener.com. Yours is
RobertScrivener.com.
And it's our personal stuff. Yours has like 4 sections. Ham radio stuff. So if you're into ham radio stuff, Robert has a section for that. If you're into music stuff, Robert has a section for that. The leatherworking stuff.
Got a section for it.
Yes. And what's the other one? Oh, photography.
Music?
I already said music. And then mine is more of my consulting and helping small business type stuff. So not nearly as exciting as yours, but...
Oh, mine's exciting. That's exuberating. Yeah, it's just fun.
So we're going to update a little bit of the, to have all the links on the website so that all you need to know about us is right there on BeenThereDoingThat.com.
Right.
So until next time.
Free samples 21 miles ahead.